Well, after a little drama this morning, I made it to the South Carolina line. The drama was I was riding down 179 business, got into Calabash, came to a road sign that said road closed ahead, and normally that means there's a detour, or often when you're on a bike it just means you can kind of just move around the construction equipment or whatever and you should be fine. But in this case, the road was out because they were building a new bridge. There's a section where there's just nothing but water, so I couldn't go across it. Neither Google Maps nor my woefully inadequate software. It's the mapping for the East Coast Greenway Trail, just, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know how to use it well. I don't know really what's going on, but I've been frustrated with it. It didn't say anything about it either. But anyway, had about probably by the time I rode back and everything, it's probably wound up being about a 7 or 8 mile detour. But I'm done with that. And I just got into South Carolina. Should be at Myrtle Beach in an hour or so. Later. Well, this is Cherry Grove Beach, South Carolina. This is where Pam's family used to come a lot. More specifically, Windy Hill, which is a portion of Cherry Grove Beach. You know, there was no traffic at all when I pulled my camera out. I was going to talk to you for a second. It was just a line of traffic. Frustrating. Hold on. Here we go. Keep you with me for a little while. It's too cool this morning. Got a strong breeze coming out of the northwest. Cool breeze too. So far, the route here around Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, it's on back roads for the most part. I was only on 17 for about 2 miles. And in a little while, and I'll show you this, I'm going to pick up a Greenway trail, probably in 4 or 5 miles. But this is the beautiful Cherry Grove Beach. Sorry, switch hands. Ocean's right there, you just can't see it. It's times like this, I really seriously have considered getting a GoPro. Put it on my helmet or on my chest. This, of course, is not the safest way. Not safe for me, nor safe for my phone. But I did want to give you a perspective. It's beautiful. You know, I keep reminding myself, yes, it's cold and windy, but heck, I started in the middle of the winter. What did I expect? Although, the forecast calls for warmer temps after tomorrow. It's going to be still in the low 50s and windy tomorrow throughout central South Carolina, or central coastal South Carolina. After that, warming into the 60s, hopefully. Maybe even in the 70s by the time I get into Georgia. So, here we go. So I'm now in Windy Hill Beach. I think I have an idea of where we used to stay. If I can find it, I might ride by it. But I wanted to show you something on my nav system. This neighborhood, the street, looks like some kind of cute little alien. Kind of neat. Alright, later. So this is Broadway at the beach. Big shopping entertainment complex. There's a great Ripley's, believe it or not, aquarium out there. I'm not going to partake, of course, but been there a few times in the past. Been there shopping many times. And over here on the other side is their Topgolf. A lot of fun if you haven't tried it. I'm almost out of Myrtle Beach. I think got about another 4 or 5 miles. Wow, Myrtle Beach is a much larger, well, Myrtle Beach and all the surrounding northern beaches, much larger area than you think. It's taking me about 2 hours to get through all of this, so it's got to be at least 22 to 25 miles. All right, back on the road. This is a Splinter City disc golf course. It's actually where a part of the Myrtle Beach Open is held, I believe. I think they played 2 courses down here. 2 years ago, Deanne Carey won the FPO. Wish I brought a putter at least. I could have played some. That's alright. Maybe next time. Well, greetings from a very busy US 17 in Awendaw, South Carolina. About 25 miles south of Georgetown, or 33 or 34 miles north of Charleston. This is a really kind of barren stretch of the road. There's not a whole lot of scenery or anything. I haven't really done anything this morning, taken any photographs or anything, because just kind of put my head down. It's been trying to bang out miles, trying to make it through the pain in my rear end, man. It's been, yeah, well, just one of those things you have to get over. But this is the Palmetto Trail trailhead. The Palmetto Trail is South Carolina's long trail. Leads from the mountains of South Carolina, probably around Sassafras Mountain, which is the tallest point in South Carolina, down to the coast, and I'm assuming somewhere, since that's the trailhead, it's got to be somewhere either north or south of here. Just thought that was interesting. That's their equivalent to the MST. Okay, heading to Charleston. Well, this is the bridge out to Isle of Palms. I want you to see, it's got a bike trail, bike path, and a pedestrian path. Pretty sweet. Well, this is the view from the top of the bridge leading on to Isle of Palms. I think that's the Intracoastal Waterway. Charleston's down that way somewhere. Oh, over there, because I see the big bridge. I'll be passing that probably in 8 to 10 miles. Beautiful afternoon. Beautiful afternoon. And I really appreciate the bike path and the pedestrian path on this bridge. That's our first view of downtown Charleston. You see the big bridge over there, the Cooper River Bridge. And then follow that down right into town. Be over there shortly. Well, this is Riverfront Park in downtown Charleston. It's what we used to refer to as the Battery. Maybe they still do, because there used to be of course, an artillery battery here protecting the port in the Civil War times. This is downtown Charleston. Beautiful fountain. I'm gonna run around and try to find some Wi-Fi. Get the rest of the afternoon planned. Still got about an hour and a half before I really need to start thinking about where I want to be and where I'm gonna stay. Alrighty. So I stand corrected. This is Battery Park. I knew it was somewhere down along the riverfront, and I was thinking it was more down along the point. So this is it. And you can see the old cannons and mortars. Monuments erected, I'm sure, to politicians and military leaders of Civil War and probably pre-Civil War times. I believe Charleston is one of the oldest cities, you know, I guess true cities, metropolitan areas in the U.S. Oh, there's a military base nearby. Air Force Base. You hear that jet coming over? Pretty awesome. Well, I just realized I wasn't recording. That happens to me so frequently. This is the West Ashley Greenway, traveling from downtown Charleston to the fringes, southeastern fringes of the city. This is the way to get around town, buddy. Just nice. I had a beautiful river scene a second ago. I thought I had captured, but unfortunately I wasn't recording. Alright, gonna put it away. Well, again, Thought I was recording and I wasn't. Section of the highway that my mother-in-law, late mother-in-law Marianne Walker Bartrug, would have absolutely loved. Spanish moss in the trees. Everything's just beautiful this morning. All right. I'll take you along again on another nice little trail. This is the Spanish Moss Trail in Beaufort. I gotta say, one of the nicest I've seen so far. Looks like it's pretty new. And it looks like it's all concrete. I don't know why I always start with my right hand. So, plan for the night is to spend the night in Beaufort. Head on over to Savannah tomorrow. And decide from there. Got rain coming in on Friday. Might make that a short day and try to find shelter somewhere. I might ride in the rain, I don't know. If I do ride in the rain, I want to find a place that I can get checked into and do some laundry that night. Okie dokie, isn't this beautiful? Impressive. Alright, this is downtown Savannah. Been here several times, some on business, some on pleasure. But almost always with Pam. Maybe my first time here without her. Beautiful historic old downtown. I guess in the spring and summer they have street entertainers down here in the evenings. Really pretty cool. Kind of reminds you of New Orleans, only without all the decadence. Here we go. I'll check in later. So Savannah is dotted with these parks, central parks about every 2 or 3 blocks. And I knew something about there's a military significance to them. I can't recall what it is exactly, except from their orientation, perhaps. But at any rate, I'm going to get back on the route pretty soon and head on down to Richmond Hill, Georgia. I'm going to spend the night. Okay, checking in later. Made it to Richmond Hill, 2 or 3 miles from the hotel. Home of the boys basketball state champions, 88, 93, and 94. Cool.